This is another video brought to you by the Ichiban Productions. Like, comment, subscribe. So welcome everyone, happy days are here again. We're back with another tech review. This time we're looking at the Elgato Stream Deck Mark II. No, I'm not afraid to say that I've been clearly living under a rock for ages, as I had no idea that this bad boy actually exists until it appeared on a YouTube recommendation, and it was somebody reviewing a Stream Deck saying how it improved their productivity and it's not just for streamers. So when I say it's not just for streamers, that's because its original purpose was designed for streamers. It's fundamentally a macro keyboard with LED buttons so you can change the pictures on the back. And so you press them and it does a macro, and when you're on Twitch and stuff like that, changes the background and gets all crazy animations and says thanks for the sub and things like that. Now, I saw a video that said you could do way more than just use it for streaming, and that's what we're here for, to see, is this worth the wonga for somebody who's not necessarily a streamer like myself? Stick around and let's find out. So before we open this bad boy up, I need to tell you that this is the newer version. It's a Mark II. What's the difference between the OG one and this one? Well, basically, this one's got a slightly different stand. It's got a detachable USB-C cable, because the other one's got a fixed one, which apparently is really annoying. I like the idea of the USB-C being detachable, and it's got a removable faceplate. Now for me, the prices were exactly the same, so I thought, might as well go for the Mark II, as the price was the same as the OG one on Amazon. There are also three versions of this. There's a 15-button one, like this one, and there's a 4-button one, 4 buttons if that's your thing, and if you want a proper show off and you got the big money in your pocket, there's a 32-button one. I went for the 15 one because it seems to be the one that everyone's going for. I think 32 would be far too many because this has a folder system, so you press a button and it folders more buttons inside, so technically you can have loads of buttons so you don't need them, you know, a big old setup. So that's enough talking. Let's crack this bad boy open and see what's inside. Checking out the front of the box is very plain and simple, but it's quite a sturdy box. It's got the Stream Deck, not to be mistaken with the Steam Deck, which coincidentally was announced the exact same day as the Mark II. You can see the product there. You can have all sorts of macros, as you can see, volume up, volume down. It connects with lots of different programs. But one of the best things about it is the community support and the support of the developer itself to integrate it with other systems. On the side, you've got the logo and that, and then on the other side, you've got some information here. 15 buttons, single multi-action, custom stand, interchangeable plates, and the detachable cable, which I know is a big thing to those other people. What you get in it? Quick start guide, cable, stand, Stream Deck. I'm going to keep saying Steam Deck, but I mean Stream Deck. On the back, there we go. We've got a picture of the software here, which is one of the best things about it, apparently. The deck itself, more information. I'm sick of reading. Reading's for prisoners, so you can read that. That's enough of the box. It's time to crack it open and see the Stream Deck in person. So cheeky cut there. I have removed the stickers, so it should just slide off nicely. As we're doing that, I can tell you at the time of recording, this is not compatible with PlayStation 4, 5, Xbox, any games console. It's PC or Mac only. There it is. It is way smaller than I thought it would be. But then again, it doesn't need to be huge, I suppose. Ooh, let's get it out of the box and have a closer look. I think the value for this is going to be a lot about the integration, but I think the build quality's got a lot to say about this. So, pre-attached to the stand, pretty nice. And here we go, a close look at the Stream Deck. Buttons, nice and clicky. Oh my goodness, what is... Can you see what that is on the bottom of the button there? That's going to be annoying. We'll have to see when it's plugged in whether that's going to be visible or not. I suspect that it is. Buttons, nice and clicky. We've got ourselves our stand here. I think it's a detachable one. Somebody said it was magnetic when I saw a review of it. I don't think it's magnetic. No, it's not magnetic. It just clips in and clips out. There's the stand. A hole at the back of the stand for the cable to come through. Back of the product there. We've got the USB-C type input there. And yeah, clips in. A bit of a rubberized bottom. I think if we take off the plastic there. Yeah, rubberized to stop it slipping and sliding everywhere. So, let's put that to one side and see what else is in the box. I was just taking a closer look at the actual deck itself, and I missed something I think probably is quite useful in pointing out. The center one there has a bit of a protruding bit of plastic. Can you see it? Yeah, there you go. So I guess that helps you find it in the dark, although with the backlit buttons, I don't really know why you'd be fumbling in the dark to press the button. But then maybe it's got a screensaver mode. We'll have to have a look and see. I already know it's USB-C, so how can I possibly be disappointed with that? Again, we've got the Elgato logo on here. Open it up. And here we go. We got ourselves the cable with the cable tie on it. Not a Velcro thing. That's a bit cheap there. But it's a right angled USB-C, so it can slot in the back. Looks like it's got a bit of length on it, which is good to put it in. Gold connectors too. Ooh, you really are spoiling us. And here we go. We got some paperwork there. Got ourselves the basic, warnings and stuff like that. No way we're reading that. And then we got ourselves our quick start guide. So let's have a quick look. Hopefully there's not too much text. Ooh, no. They got it here. You can download it. I also understand that if you plug it in and just press the center button, it will take you straight to the app. There we go. Launch the app. Customize. Drag the images across, which is important for those buttons. Drag it across. Create folder. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Change the faceplate. I hope you're enjoying this, and it's all different languages. Nice. So we're done. That's pretty good. I did enjoy those pictures. Let's move it all aside and do a little bit of a review before I plug it in and tell you, is it worth the money? Initial impressions, I'm pretty happy with the build quality, although that little bit of a mark on the bottom of the top button there is annoying me, but we'll see how much of a problem it is when it's plugged in. USB-C, can't go wrong. Now, from my understanding, it takes probably a couple of hours to set this up. Not installation time, but I mean programming the buttons and getting them the way you like. So I'm going to leave the video here. I'm going to have to play around with it for a while. I'll come back, it'll be seconds for you. Stick around and you'll find out what I actually think. And I'm back, like I said I'd be back. I'm absolutely, and I'm going to come out with it straight away, blown away by the Stream Deck. It has far exceeded my expectations. I think it is an absolutely unbelievable product, and I cannot believe I didn't have it sooner. I totally want to apologise for the colour saturation of this. I'm only recording this on an iPad, so I don't know how well the colours are coming across, but I don't think you can see the keys very well. However, I focus on that there, you can see my keys a lot better. So I'll give you a quick run through how I'm using the Stream Deck, and then I'll show you some of the software, give you some hints and tips and some things I found really, really useful. So step one, let's take a look. How am I using that Stream Deck? So starting from the top, first button here is the Office button. So if I click that, it's a perfect example of the folder system. So I've got an Office one. Can we see these any better? No better for zooming in for that. But we've got return to the main screen. Oh, that's a bit better. Word, Excel, PowerPoint. I basically press that. It'll load it up. I'll show you how to do that a little bit later on. Button number 2, that's File Explorer. If I click that, it just brings up File Explorer. This one here changes and turns on and off the Office light. So if I press it, ooh, bit more ambiance, and to click it, it turns back on. That one there loads up Outlook. This one here, because I work at home a little bit, is a remote desktop. So if I click that, it then goes to there. We've got the launcher to launch the remote desktop, and then that one's to fill in the credentials and stuff to get it running. Back to the main menu, we've got YouTube. So click that, brings up my YouTube channel. That one there tells you my subscriber count. It's dynamic, so when people subscribe, it will go up. As you can see, I got 327 subscribers as we are. That was quite difficult to set up, but there is a guide when you download the what should I call it, a widget maybe, for the software of how to do it. It was something I'd not dabble with, but it was quite easy to do. That one there takes me to the Elgato website, but I like how it's a GIF and it's animated. All of your icons can be customizable to whatever you want them to be, and including GIFs. I've just not been adventurous yet with GIFs. That's DaVinci Resolve. That one there is a widget. If I click it, I won't do it now because it takes a little bit. It basically takes your does an internet speed test for you. So instead of having to load up a browser and click it, this one does it there. You press it. Actually, I'll press it and it will be running whilst it's going on. Down there we got The Witcher 3. I love it. Press it, loads up Witcher from Steam. This one here is the volume one. So if I click volume, volume up, volume down, mute, go back again. Still running that speed test. This one here was a widget that specifically does shut down and things. So if I click that, we've got lock, sleep, sign out, shut down, back and forth. So that confirms, so that will automatically shut down the computer, and cancel, of course, will take it back the way that it is. Still running the speed test. There we go. There's my speeds. And then so great. But it's all right. It's the best we can get where I live. Last but not least, we've got this one here that just turns off the display so it doesn't burn in. Although you can have screensavers and stuff. Ooh, look at the light in there. So yeah, we've got screensavers and stuff you can have. You can have a screensaver and show anything you like. But for me, I like the idea of turning it off if I don't want to be distracted. But, click on a button, back in the game it goes. So that's how I use it. Let's show you how easy it is to set up. Because for me, one of the biggest selling points of this has got to be how easy it is to set up. Boom, cheeky cut. Here we go, we got the Stream Deck software installed, set up. It's super easy. So how do you get the software? You simply go to the Elgato website and download it. I'll link it in the description below in case you can't find it. And then you're greeted with this, except you've got some empty panels. The only thing I think you have is the welcome one there. So this page one, you can have multiple pages. If you add an additional page to this, we've only got one here, it creates an icon to move between them. I chose not to do that because I like the file nesting system, so it wasn't too difficult to set up. So fundamentally, how do you set things up? You get your widgets, as I'm going to call them, down the side. I'm sure there's a better thing here. There are loads of pre-installed ones. The one I used a lot of was the system one. So if you click system, we've got ourselves, this is a link to a website. So if I drag it, move it over to here, drop it in. You can then put the URL in here, the title if you want it to appear a title. So for example, I've got volume as a title here. I took the titles off all the rest of them because I didn't think it looked particularly good. And then what you can do is customize the icon. So you can use some predetermined ones from the Stream Deck icon library. However, I wasn't overly enamored by the selection here. They're just preset ones. Boring, not overly interested about those. Click that to close. However, what you might want to do is create your own. So to do that, you click that, click create new item, new icon, and it loads up Elgato's website, which helps you create a custom icon. All you got to do is download a picture from Google, as long as you know you're not half inching it or whatever. On the website, click upload, and then it literally creates the icon the right size. You download it, and then once you've downloaded it, you click on it, you click down, you click set from file, and then direct the file directs to wherever it's been saved, and it saves it as the icon. So these are all custom icons here. What you can do with some software is, for example, if you've got a link to, let's click on that, click. I want to go into it. For example, I've got Office installed. So what I did is I went to the root directory of where the Office was installed, and I grabbed the shortcut, dropped it, and literally dropped it straight onto that square, and it pre-programmed it for you. So it shows you where the file is, and it automatically took the icon for the file and dropped it in, which is really, really useful. So I want to remove that because I don't want it. Right click, delete. So let me talk you through some of these things, and then I'm going to show you how do you get more of them. So a quick run through some of the other things. Of course, that links directly to a website. Hotkey switch, it basically, if you tap it, it does two separate commands. So you click it the first time, it does one thing. You click it the other time, it does something different. Hotkey will, it recognizes a series of key inputs, and then will repeat those key inputs. Open opens a program. So most of these, for example, The Witcher, drag it across, and then direct it to where it actually opens from. So let's show you the app file. Put the root directory in there, to the file location in there, and it will open for you. Then underneath that, we've got text string, which is pretty cool. So if you drop that in, what it will do is if you press a button, it will enter a text string. And then what's nice about it is it can press enter after a message. So you could perhaps automate passwords like this. So you could have your password here, click enter after, and then instead of having to type it all in, you just press the text thing. But you're going to need to consider the security of that by doing that. Multimedia, hotkeys your multimedia commands. So you might have previous track, forward track, back, stop, mute things. That's how I did the volume connection there, which I thought was pretty cool. Other things you've got: games capture, OBS studios for the streamers out there, soundboard, Stream Deck stuff. So switch profiles. Of course, you've got different profiles here. So you know, perhaps you've got a different setup to your partner. So you can have that button there, so it changes to theirs instead of just yours. There's literally absolutely loads. I really like some of the ones you can download. For example, Felix Hue has been integrated, hence I can get the office lights on and off. And there's some community creations things as well. I think that one's the speed checker, which is absolutely there. Your YouTube channel statistics was an interesting one. Subscriber count, view count. Copy and paste it across there. I won't show you because it gives you all the details from my YouTube account that I don't want to share. But basically follow the instructions that the help page for that widget shows you, and you should all be set up. If I can get it to work, you can get it to work. Custom shows you the weather if you want. And then I like that one, Crab's Stream Deck Labs it's called. It's the Windows shutdown menu, which was that one. So you know, you don't want to go through start and press all them buttons to shut it down. So you can just press that button and it does it all for you. So where do you get these from? Well, you can either download them from websites. However, I'd probably advise against doing that just in case it messes it up. But Stream Deck have a huge amount of them in their library, which I'll show you now. I just absolutely love how easy it is to set everything up because it's so well integrated. So where'd you get the extra from? You click that and then boom, here we go. Download extra icons here, all the icons you could possibly want, but the plugins is the ones you want. All you do is you look at them, you click on them, you see what it says, click install, and boom, it's done and dusted. It appears on the right hand side of the screen there. There are tons of them. Everything for anybody is there. I'm absolutely blown away. So let's summarize, conclude, let's put a star value on it. I think you know what it's going to be. So it's time. Let's put a star rating on it. I mean, it's going to become as no surprise. We're going to give it up 5 stars out of 5 stars. This is an absolute must-buy product. It doesn't matter if you're a streamer or you just work at home and you spend a lot of time on the computer. This bad boy can speed up your productivity and make your life a whole lot easier. I love how everything's integrated. It's so simple. I mean, if I can do it, you can do it. You can't go far wrong with it. It's ever increasing in the number of widgets and stuff that it's got. Literally, the possibilities are limitless. Your mind is the limitless factor here. There are plenty of YouTube videos that will show you loads of crazy things to do. Honestly, it's overwhelming how much there is, but in a positive way. The only negative I can think of is the price of this bad boy is a little expensive. It's about £130. However, if you're not fussed about getting the newest model and you're happy to get the older model with the different type of stand and the non-disconnectable cable and the face plates, then you can get it on a 5 payment thing from Amazon, which makes it a little bit easier to swallow. But I am super glad I went for this one. I love it. I use it all the time on the computer. It has sped me up. I think it just makes life a whole lot easier. With that in mind, I think this video has gone on far too long. If you enjoyed the video, press the subscribe button. Do it because you want to see those numbers increase. My absolute dream is to get to 1,000 subscribers. I can't even begin to explain how much that would mean to me. So, you know, if you don't mind, press that subscribe button. It will make me super happy. If you found the video useful, give it a cheeky thumbs up. The more thumbs up we get, it tells the YouTube algorithms that it was a good video and other people should see it. I enjoy making these videos, and if it helps people make a decision on whether to buy something or not, I'm doing a good job here. So hopefully I've covered all the questions you might possibly have. And the one thing I did worry about was that little bit of chip under the plastic there. That for me, you can't see it anyway, so it's absolutely nothing to worry about. If you've got any other questions, please post them in the comment section below. I reply to each and every comment. I love engaging with my community. If I were you, I'd have loads of questions about this, so post them in there and I'll do my best to answer them. And with that in mind, I'm going to leave it there. You know what I'm going to say. Take care of yourselves, look after the people around you, and most importantly, stay out of trouble.